They'll have a little bit of time to strategize. They can also change their weapon loadout. Hitting I will bring up your inventory. We've loaded you guys up with all the weapons you'll need. You can also click that tiny arrow on the 6 to 0, it looks like, those skills, and you'll be able to change those out as well. Both teams victorious in their last match have decided to not change up their lineup. They're going to go with the same team composition, showing that they know it works, so they're just going to stick with that.
All right. Exact same comps for both teams.
Indeed.
And the winning team will go on to face the Arenanet developers.
The match starts soon.
And here we go, we're getting started. Blue over here on the Alpha Pod. Red over here on the Beta Pod. Both teams with convincing wins. So hopefully this will be a good matchup. And here we go, 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Seize theirs. Do I have to drive?
Immediately we see the red team popping off many of their movement skills to try to get a jump on their opponents.
It's a great way to get to those capture points, just that split second faster than the other team.
And we do have a double dagger Ellie here on the red side that made it up here, but there's 3 blue that'll be there. Is he going to pop his tornado immediately? Yes, he does. And red did have it already halfway picked up. More red players coming in there, trying to zone those blue players as best as they can. But one still staying in there. Oh, he was just ejected. Needs to keep those red guys in there to try to get the capture. Both teams have a point on both sides, so this middle point will be very important.
Now, down players will contest just because they're down. If they are in that ring, you are not capping. As we just saw there, it gave a little bit of time for one more blue member to get into the center, but it doesn't look like it worked. Red team now holding 2 of the points and slowly building their lead.
That was an interesting strategy there by Red. They only had the 1 player there, but they sent the Ellie, who can immediately pop that tornado. It's the elemental, it's elite, and it did allow him to crowd control at least until he had reinforcements. So a great start there by the red team. And blue has 2 down right now, which will instantly be an advantage for the red team.
2 down early game and a decent respawn. Red is definitely going to have an upper hand here. It looks like they're going to just defend the 2. They're not going too aggressive yet, knowing that their lead is still very tiny. However, blue is starting to mass up. The center point now being contested, it looks like. 2 points neutralized. Red is the only team generating points now. Blue team looks like they're going to be able to take the center with ease as red is nowhere near.
Yeah, red's trying to rally their forces as I hear them call out, get to the point, get to the point. But if they trickle in one at a time, it definitely will not be a good situation for them. Blue controlling it quite well.
It looks like the Ellie that used Tornado is trying to hold off the center as best as they can, but he is just getting knocked around. Blue team is still inside of the capture point. They managed to take the center. Now holding 2 of the 3 capture points. Blue is going to be right back in this.
Yeah, and considering that blue was down 2 members early on, very, very surprising. Looks like this Ellie getting chased down here. He's going to pop off some final skills, and he does go down. Willie gets stomped. 2 players of red down right now. 2 members from red, 1 Ingy. It looks like the Guardian trying to make their way up there. They're 3 men strong. There's an engineer here, and it looks like blue will offer some reinforcements here, but right now neutral in the middle. And
it looks like both teams have engineers in the center. They've all put their turrets down. They're trying to hold them off as best as they can, waiting for more friends to get in here. And it looks like the Necro is going to be taking some insane damage here in the center point. The firewalls go down, blocking off people from getting inside there without taking decent damage. The Necro needs to hit. Oh, he goes down before he can get his heal off. Nobody's attempting to stop though, which is going to give him a great chance to get back into this fight. And there it is, an enemy guy is completely finished. He's able to rally off of it, and he's back in the game.
Huge battle royale here in the middle.
Great idea to hit that shade for him. He's going to be able to burn through his life force before he has to burn through his hit points. It'll give him a little bit of time for his allies to regroup, start letting those cooldowns reset. It looks like there's also a blue member down in the center, and again, it's very important that if you down an enemy, you need to stomp them and get them out of that fight.
Absolutely, you do not want them coming back up. And blue is going to control the center, but what a close game, 202 to 204. It's going back and forth. Will we see a potential ninja capture of any of the outside points? Blue looks like they will take the center here, but red continuing to bring reinforcements here to try to interrupt that. As actually that engineer says, you know what, I'm not that interested in a 1v3. Uh-oh, blue captures the middle, and I think they might take the windmill as well.
Oh, blue down to 1 point, fighting at all the points now, with trebuchet work being done as well. Going to try and re-angle that to get a good shot on the fight. They're fighting in the capture point. This could just be fish in a barrel for the trebuchet at this point, as it's 2-on-1. The blue member trying to hold their own. The red team now trying to bait the blue and trying to get them out of that capture point for them to capture. Blue's the only team right now generating points. Red very close to taking this capture point, but there's always a blue in there blocking it. Oh, and a Lich comes in, and more blue arrive to join the fight. This could, if the center point gets neutralized, blue down to 1, and it looks like there's just too many blue at this, which means red is going to be able to sneak around and take all those other capture points.
The Indy falls down, but 216, and blue is denied all sorts of points to the red team. This matchup was only 2 point difference for quite a while, and now we see a huge lead taken here by the blue team.
While blue maintains only 1 capture point, the points are coming slowly. Red has none, they still don't. Blue with 2, trying to go for a triple cap, it looks like. However, 1 has just been neutralized, so it looks like red is getting back in this game and back on the board.
Well, blue is moments away from a potential triple cap, and red scrambling. No, they just grabbed the windmill. They're going to go for the clock tower. Only 2 members there. Beginning to neutralize it, and it is neutralized. But now the fight begins.
It looks like there's 2 red, 3 blue in the clock tower area. However, there's an alien and engineer, which are both very strong, especially in this close quarter combat, as he was using dagger, which is really great for getting right up in their face. There's all the firewalls dropped down. Anyone hitting that is going to have burning applied to him. Blue now starting to come in force. There's a tornado in the center. He'll start ripping everybody out of that capture point there, which could give red a great chance to get back into the center. All teams now fighting, trying so desperately, so hard to get that center point. Meanwhile, blue is able to capture 2 other points, while red takes 1 point, which would be the center.
And although the center is a great point to have, when you're down a point and you're so far behind, you basically have to have 2 points at all times. Try to deny them their lead from getting any bigger. Obviously, if you can get a triple cap, that's the best case scenario, but that is a very difficult thing to do.
And once a triple cap happens, though, you're spread so thin that it's so easy for the opposing side to get 1 point out of you. Red slowly slipping behind here, maintaining the center point, but blue still has 1 on theirs. And the 3rd point now contested. the center point being the place to be right now, it looks like.
Red's trying to take it. They're trying to deny those last 50 points. But keep in mind, even with 1 point every tick, Blue will get closer to victory.
Red looks like they'll be able to maintain 2, but they really got to neutralize that other point.
Yeah, really, they really need to. And Blue takes it, and that might signify potential GG 330 to 467. It's not over yet. Even if Red could pick up 2 points, get some kills.
It looks like Blue is now just kind of trickling into the center. A great distraction. Which at this point for Blue, they're set. They've got a point already. They know that they'll generate points quick enough to get to 500, so all they got to do is just keep Red occupied.
482, 351. Red only needs less than, actually about 16 points in order to call it good. There was a kill for 10 points. They need 2 points. As long as they hold on to the mansion,
There's the stop.
they've got it. There it is. GG. Blue team wins.
Close game.
Congratulations. We're now going to put you up against the Arenanet devs. Now, since you guys won, we're going to give you guys an opportunity, right? We're going to allow you to choose the class composition of Arenanet. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes, discuss it, no restrictions, go nuts.